there. Let me start here.
Opening Doors is made up of 3 groups, 3 disciplines: drama, music and dance. We have the drama group that was set up 7 years ago, and that's how the organization started. The second group that was set up is the dance group, which was set up 2 years ago. And the music group is the latest group that was set up only this year.
Dana il-proċess għalija beda f'Ottubru li għadda, niltaqa' mal-mużiċisti tiegħi darba fil-ġimgħa kull nhar ta' tnejn, u li bil-mod il-mod beda jwassalna għal-performance. L-ewwel waħda kienet f'Diċembru wara biss xahrejn mill-bidu tax-xogħol tiegħi ma' dawn in-nies. Però imbagħad bil-mod il-mod dejna niżviluppaw sakemm wasal għall-performance li qegħdin nippreparaw għandna l-ewwel waħda proprju llum f'Mejju.
The theme of the current production we're working on is travel. It links to migration, but the overall concept is traveling, moving from one country to another, taking cultures with you wherever you go. The mix of cultures, the mobility of people. Good things happen in our story when cultures mix, like interesting music could emerge, perhaps interesting food, interesting stories. The travelers in our story are musicians. We rehearse separately from October till March. The idea was to work with experimenting on the idea of travel.
So the process of making theater with Opening Doors is really challenging and beautiful at the same time. Challenging because they challenge you all the time. They don't get maybe quickly the exercise or what we are in it, but then they surprise you and you realize that they got everything. There is a group dynamic always working, so they support each other, and the point for me was all the time, how can I use the energy that is there in the room in order to do something with them and build something with them, in order to see that we are starting from point A and we are reaching another point. We are not always at the same point, but we move and we use that energy to move on and to build things together.
The 3 directors of the 3 groups discussed the storyline, met several times and came together to discuss the narrative of the story.
The why he's remaining in their living room.
Unless I get them to leave and they again stay there with the drumming group and now have everybody now.
Okay, so we do the scene in the other way. So they are...
We were working with a flexible score, a score that could be used or pulled apart, changed, but we had a direction, a flexible direction. In April, the three groups came together. We started to rehearse together in integrated rehearsals. We had around 30 active members performing, 3 directors, 4 volunteers, and a few board members used to attend the rehearsals as well, so we were a very large group. We decided to come together in April once all our main structures within the groups were finalized. The idea was to bring those ideas together and continue to devise with the members and eventually establish the final product so that the piece could be performed in May.
Kienet opportunità għal parteċipanti kollha illi jieħdu xi ħaġa minn kull grupp. Fil-fatt anke il-mużiċisti stess, l-istudenti tiegħi kellhom anke jekk tiegħu. Iż-żeffina l-istess kellhom partijiet ta' drama u viċi versa. Uħud mid-drama kellhom biċċiet kantaw xi kanzunetta illi ovvjament kellhom jaħdmu miegħi, jiżviluppaw il-melodija, jaħdmu fuq il-vuċi, eċetera, eċetera. Ovvjament dana x-xogħol li tiġbor kulħadd flimkien ġab miegħu sfidi, mhuwiex faċli li jkollok 30-40 ruħ nies b'diżabilità li qegħdin jaħdmu flimkien, momenti ta' stennija, momenti ta' eċitament, momenti ta' disgwid kultant ukoll, però interessanti li kien hemm ħafna kollaborazzjoni, kien hemm ħafna kooperazzjoni min-naħa tagħhom. Bażikament din il-performance qegħdin nistennewha biħġarna u perswas illi sa tkun suċċess.
In a way, once all the groups came together, things got a bit easier because we were defining the piece better in some more detail, using costumes, using props, and using an actual set. The piece was going to be performed in May, so the plan was that by end of April we would have completely finished the story, or at least to this stage. And after that we would continue to polish and perfect the piece as is without changing anything else really, nothing too drastic at least.
Between one and the other. It could be anywhere.
But very short.
Yes, very short notes.
Yeah, the rehearsals are going well. We have 3 groups together. That's a lot of people and a lot of different disciplines. And we're slowly finding a way to work together, to give each other time to work and to learn things from each other.
The puppet and the puppeteer and all this magic world came to our theater session exactly, I have to say, in the right time. I used to speak with the puppet and then the puppet is becoming alive. So it was, oh, wow, for me it was, I could see that a lot of things were already there and they were just waiting for us to be discovered.
I'm part of, as an old man, farmer, and I'm showing you my youngest age when I was more energetic. I like to show my expressions and creative and how creativity give you life and how you believe on yourself and on the others.
We
love
playing the drums.
We love playing
We love
music.
music.
We love playing the drama.
We love the drama.
We love singing.
We love singing is part of our lives.
And we love doing shows
We
with
love
everyone,
doing
with
shows
our
as well.
friends.
Thank you.